How's it going, guys? Cody, we're back again. We're dropping yet another video. Right, guys, this time we're going back to Walton Prison, or as it's officially known, HMP Liverpool. Now, this is a shocking story, guys, let me tell you. It's not surprising, right? But it is shocking. I'm going to read the story. I'm going to do my bit at the end. Before we start, please note, a few days ago, I did a video that a European committee of human rights, they inspected 4 prisons. I think it was Liverpool, it was Doncaster, it was Wormwood Scrubs, and it was another prison, right? And they said that preemptive strikes, violence by officers at Liverpool and Wormwood Scrubs was alarming, to say the least, right? Bear that in mind when you listen to what's being said here. I'm going to cover the story. I'm going to do my bit at the end, guys. Link in the description below, like I always do. The headline reads, "Police investigate claims prison officers attacked inmate in his cell." Family claim prisoner was injured by attack by officers at HMP Liverpool. Mustafa Farooque claims a group of prison officers attacked an inmate in his cell at HMP Liverpool are being investigated by the police. Mustafa Farooque was injured by up to 3 jail staff, his family have said. The 36-year-old is said to have suspected fractured cheekbone and bruising to his stomach and back, along with grazing to his legs. His sister and cousin say they've spoken with Farooque repeatedly since the incident 9 days ago. Today, Merseyside police confirmed that they had received a complaint about the alleged assault and an investigation was underway. According to Farooque, he was suddenly attacked in his cell the day before Ramadan when he was fasting. He curled up into a ball as kicks were delivered to his body, following orders to take off his trousers, he had claimed to his family. He was seen by a doctor but did not go to hospital, his family said. Farooque, who comes from Bradford, is serving a 4-year sentence for a violent road rage incident during which he twice threatened terrified motorists with an imitation handgun. The Yorkshireman hurled racial abuse at an off-duty female officer after he had been driven his BMW erratically in queuing traffic. On another occasion, he again brandished the black handgun, frightening a male driver who sped off and alerted the police. His family said the 36-year-old had turned over a new leaf and found religion since those incidents in 2018. Farooque, who has 4 children aged between 6 and 16, was previously diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder and suffered mentally after being shot in the chest in 2014, his family said. His sister, Zaned Farooque, 39, told the Liverpool Echo, "This incident in Liverpool has left me very distressed, and I've had to go to hospital for my own mental health. My family are very upset. When I was told, I broke down in tears." His cousin had spoken to Merseyside police about the incident along with Miss Farooque, and they have instructed a solicitor. A spokeswoman for Merseyside police said, "We can confirm a report was received of an alleged assault at HMP Liverpool on Wednesday the 24th of April. An investigation is ongoing to establish the full circumstances." A prison service spokesman said it would be inappropriate to comment further during an ongoing police investigation. Details of the alleged incident emerged days after the Council of European Committee for the Prevention of Torture, or the CPT, released a report citing the infliction of unjustified violence by prison staff on prisoners at the Walton facility. Name-checking Liverpool's Nain Jail, Wormwood Scrubs in London, out of the 5 prisons that were visited last May, said the alleged trend was deeply concerning. Now, I am for prisoners 100%. The issue I've got here is that, like I said, I've got a lot of Muslim friends and everything, right? But this offender, this Mustafa Farooque, it clearly states there that he racially abused a female officer. Now, she might have been white, she might have been black, right? I don't like racism in any way, shape or form. I despise it. So my heart goes out to his friends and his family, and I know what goes on within prison, but I don't like the fact that it was racist. It might have been a white officer, it might have been a black female officer. I'm anti-police, but I don't like racism on any level. There's no need for it. But the fact is that this prisoner has been attacked. It's obviously the fact that they've asked him to remove his clothes. You've got to be, like, obviously it was coming up to Ramadan. I think it was a day before Ramadan. So you've got to be sensitive, like on a religious basis, 1,000,000%. But in prison, these things go out of the window. Now, it sounds like they wanted to remove his trousers, probably because they might have suspected that he might have had drugs on his person or something like that. That doesn't in any way, shape or form vindicate the attack that's happened on him. I believe the attack has happened on him. We know what goes on in Liverpool prison. We've brought countless deaths within inside that jail. The prison Twitter handle on Twitter has actually blocked me, guys, because I'm very critical and very cynical. And when they say something, I jump on it and I question everything. When they're saying we've got no confirmed reports of COVID-19, I say, well, how many prisoners have been tested? Question mark. Prisoners won't test positive if they haven't been tested, will they? Things like that. So I got blocked anyway. So this attack has definitely happened. I genuinely believe it. The prisoner's got no reason to lie. Like I said, he could be trying to chase compensation, but he's in prison. He's got a criminal record, so I don't know if he could even get under the criminal injuries compensation scheme. But the fact is, a prisoner's been attacked. Now, like I said, there is a problem with racism from officers to prisoners. But like I've got to go back to this prisoner, Mustafa Farooque, and like I said, my heart goes out to him. I'm 100% behind him. But when he's racially, like obviously he pulled out a handgun, he threatened a few people. He was shot in 2014, so he must be involved in the game to an extent. I've been there, we've done that. Obviously, I've been involved with firearms myself. There's videos on my channel. But he got shot in 2014, developed complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I've got CPTSD myself with hypervigilance. But the fact that he racially abused a female officer really sticks in my mind when I'm taking into consideration my feelings to back this guy. I'm 100% for prisoners, and like I said, I've got many Muslim subscribers, and they're all obviously currently observing Ramadan, and then obviously it's Eid and everything like that. So obviously Ramadan Mubarak, even though it's like we're a few weeks in now to Ramadan, to my Muslim subscribers. But like I've said, he only got 4 years. Now, the fact that he had an imitation firearm, if that was real, you're getting a mandatory 5 years sentence. The fact that he was shot in 2014 and in 2018 he's still brandishing, albeit an imitation firearm, you know what I'm saying? He's obviously a father of 4 children. He's been beaten in his cell by these officers. I genuinely believe it. Like I said, Walton Prison, the officers are of a certain calibre. And there's a lot of bully boy mentalities within that prison. I've spoken to a lot of people that have served time in Walton Prison, or HMP Liverpool as it's officially known. The prison's got problems with vermin, with obviously insects, cockroaches, violence. Like I said, just the other day, this European Committee for against torture and stuff, right? They said last year when they inspected the prison, they said there is an alarming trend of officers using unreasonable force and unjustified force against compliant, not uncompliant, compliant prisoners. And the fact that this guy's an Asian guy, right, and racism is rife within the prison service, like I said, they do recruit people from ethnic minorities and everything, officers and everything. I've seen Muslim officers, I've seen black officers, white officers, Chinese officers, right? It goes down that way. But there's definitely, there could be potentially a racial element to this. But the fact they've asked him to remove his trousers tells me they possibly suspect him of having drugs on his person or in his possession. Like I said, but I'm 100% behind him in the sense of bully boy officers. You don't deserve to get a kick in. And the fact is, Merseyside police are investigating. The fact is, the body-worn cameras that they've got at HMP Liverpool, will they be turned on or will they be turned off? When they're attacking a prisoner, they will be turned off. And even if it wasn't turned off, they speak to security and the footage gets scrubbed. It goes down that way. The incidents happened. 3 prison officers, potentially more, but 3 prison officers have twisted him up and fucked him up off camera, behind the cell door. Are they going to believe the prisoner, or are they going to believe 3 prison officers that are all singing off the same hymn sheet, have all got time to sit together and do the statements and collate and say, right, so we said this, we did this, we did this, we didn't do that, no, we'll scrub that, we'll sweep that under the carpet. See, this is the thing, guys. They're all going to sing on the same hymn sheet. 1 prisoner versus 3 prison guards. Who are they going to believe? The prisoners telling the truth. They will believe the prison officers. And like I've said, but yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think, what your people's descriptions are, what your comments are on the story. Like I said, it's only the story. It's only what's reported. There might be more to it. There might be less to it. There's obviously always 2 sides to a story, but I am for prisoners, you understand? So, like I said, this is a scumbag move by these officers. It doesn't surprise me. It's Walton Prison. We know what goes on. It used to be the case back in the day that you'd have it with a prison officer. They go into a cell, they'd fight you, they'd take the belts off, they'd fight you, and you'd have a straightener, and that would be the end of it. Unfortunately, now you've got this bully boy mentality where it's 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers twisting someone up, restrain them, bam, bam. And they don't go for the face, go for the body, go for the wrist, take them down, and then, like I said, dig them where it's not obvious. A t-shirt hides a fucking wound, doesn't it? Right, the face. If they go in to physically restrain someone, and they come out with a big black eye, it's quite obvious, isn't it? So they've kicked him in, and they've given him a kicking while he's been on the floor. Like I said, my 100% support his family. I hope they get justice for him. But the fact, like I said, that if he's racist towards white people or even black people, right, racism is racism on any level. I can't stand that. But like I've said, Mustafa Farooque has been attacked by these officers. Will they get justice? Unfortunately, no, they won't. This will be no further action by the police. Because like I said, the police arrest people, the Crown prosecution bring the charges, and then prison officers deal with them once they're locked up. So what I'm saying to you in layman's terms, they all piss in the same pot, guys. The system's corrupt, it's flawed, and like they're all in cahoots, guys. It's as simple as that. So this prisoner Mustafa Farooque and his family, will they get justice? No, they won't. This will be no further action. I promise you that. It's like I said, you've got police officers investigating prison officers over an assault on a prisoner. Prison is simply put the lowest rung on the welfare ladder. The only people that care about prisoners, guys, are their friends and their families. That is it. Going to leave it there, guys. I hope Mustafa Farooque and his family do get justice, but unfortunately I don't believe they will. Going to leave it there, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.